My wonderful people of Biafra, lovers of freedom, I welcome you to Skolante TV, where we bring to you news that concerns the restoration of Biafra and freedom all over the world. In this video, China Sanwoshi, popularly known as Mohammed Abbas, the Ipob Nigeria, posted on his page saying Ipob is going to be recruiting Biafrans for Ipob military. And also a Biafran man was blaming the zoo government for the insecurity that is happening in the southeast. All these are coming to you in a jiffy. Great division among us. But before I dive into it, let me quickly welcome back to my channel those of you that have been following my videos, and if you're new, I welcome you and urge you to do well to click that subscribing button, like the video, and click that bell icon so anytime I upload another video you'll be notified. Alright, let's dive into it immediately. You can see I am on the page of the Chinasa Moru, okay, and he posted, and I read: Biafrans, we must be aware that the time for volunteering military service is fast approaching. The enemies are not backing down, and we Biafrans won't back down either. We must be ready to defend Biafra land if they fail to let Biafra go. Volunteering military service in Biafra land will stabilize the security of our towns and communities. Above all, we can protect our land against external aggressors, especially the murderous Nigeria military, Fulani herdsmen, and Islamic jihadists. Volunteering military service will teach young Biafrans what it takes to be patriotic. It will cultivate leadership skills among our youths. Our people can learn to take responsibility to face off the Nigerian military aggression. The service will train you on how to defend your places against Nigerian military aggression, and above all, equip you for self-defense. Our military volunteers will be trained to be independent and cultivate abilities to meet a variety of challenges, and above all, they will be trained to be disciplined, because many of our people lack discipline when it comes to collective activities. Think about it and be ready to answer the call wholeheartedly. We shall never retreat nor surrender. All hail Biafra. Hey, my people, you know, it's really funny how these people do, and you can see the picture here, and you can see our leader, how they use the AI to do the Photoshop of our leader. Too bad they are always connecting things that will implicate Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The person that is in the dungeon trying to get himself out, they are still trying to link him with activities that are happening outside. Whereas Mazi Simon Ekpa, what he does is to remove Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from anything he's doing, so that nobody will say that is Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that is instructing them to do what they are doing, or that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started it, that it is the product of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are the things that PM Simon Ekpa saw immediately he started piloting the affairs of Biafra movement. He made it clear that nothing that he will do that will concern Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and that he will not take orders from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, neither will he take anything that is coming from him. Why? Because as long as Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in the dungeon, nothing that comes out of that dungeon that is from him. If they want us to obey him, let him be released. He made it emphatically clear that time. And these criminals carried a propaganda, running helter-skelter, saying that, you see, he is claiming to be a disciple of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, but he is disobeying him. Not knowing that this man they are talking about is a trained and highly disciplined military man, as a legal practitioner as well, combined with being a politician. And not politician of the zoo, politician of the one of the best countries in the world, Finland. So he has all it takes to be able to know how to take up the mantle, and which he did finally. And today, see where we are. Within a year, he achieved a lot. What has not been achieved in years. Now they are coming up with something that they rejected. Before I will read what PM responded to this nonsense post, let me show you what this clique, okay, the one that is called Emeka Gift, what he tweeted last year between April thereabouts, when Biafran army started. He immediately posted that the Ipob does not have any military, that can never be violent, can never go armed struggle. So let me just bring it to you guys immediately. Okay, you can see this tweet was made April 17, 2023. Immediately, BLA and Defense Force, were launched. Commotion scattered everywhere. they were taken aback, so they started writing rubbish. So this Emeka Gift wrote, at no time in this struggle that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or Ipob leadership led have they declared armed struggle, or have they formed a Biafra army. What Ipob formed and inaugurated was armed vigilantes called Eastern Security Network, ESN Ipob. This post was made by one of the criminals in DOS. He's not a DOS member actually, but he's one of their writers. He writes the junk that they publish most times. So now what you will be asking yourself, this person condemning Biafra army, why is his leader Chinasa Nwoshi now talking about Biafra army? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu never endorsed that, right? Never started anything like Biafra army. Then why are they talking about it right now? And again, he said that they are not into armed struggle. Sometimes when these people talk, you'll be wondering, did these people even listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, or Were they the ones spoiling? Actually, they were the ones spoiling what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been doing. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started talking about armed struggle since 2015. Since 2015, he started going around telling people that he need money. If you don't bring money, bring arms, that we need it. That he wants to lead his people. He was saying it from 2015, before even he went back to Nigeria and got arrested. Okay? And these people, from that time till 2021, in fact, before he was kidnapped, he was saying that we are about to march. March with what? Are we to march with cutlasses? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu established ESN just for ESN to metamorphose to an army that will protect the land. It's just something that everybody knows. But these people came and said he was not into armed struggling. But today they are talking about armed struggling. Anyway, let me quickly rush and show you what PM responded to these criminals. So PM now responded and said, Biafrans, ignore this criminal Ipob Nigeria. They are now running out of time. We have disbanded ESN because they sold the name to Nigerian politicians. Now that they know that Biafrans have turned their back at anything ESN, they are again planning to bring forth Biafra army. There is no recruitment to Biafra army. Okay, there is no recruitment of anything like Biafra army. Anytime there is recruitment, I will announce it. If you go and join these criminals to betray Biafra movement, you will not finish your training in Biafra land. That is my promise. So PM promised that if you are not listening, if you know what is going on, know that Biafran government in exile is now in charge of the Biafran movement. IPOB Nigeria is no longer existing. Okay, we are still functioning as IPOB that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has. Okay, the genuine Biafrans, because meaning of IPOB is indigenous people of Biafra, and the same people that are in government in exile are still IPOB, but these are genuine ones, the ones that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will, commend when he comes out, right? So anybody that is hearing us talking should exempt himself from any kind of recruitment. Don't join any criminal. Recruitment is not going on right now. What is going on is voting. Go and vote. Make sure you vote for referendum that is going on, because we are following who know road. Our PM Simon Ekpa is the person that knows road, and he is the person we are following. Okay, so don't follow anybody that is talking rubbish. People that have sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, they don't want him to come out. In fact, they say that Mazi doesn't have even power to tell them what to do. They have insulted Mazi. I don't know even people that are still following them, whether they are doing it out of juju. Sometimes I wonder, the scale hasn't fallen off, but one day it will fall off. Coming to the story, this is a story whereby a presenter asked a barrister who will surely be an Igbo man, okay, and asked him about Simon Ekpa, what Simon Ekpa is causing in the southeast. But this man continues to tell her that the problem is not Simon Ekpa, and this problem of Nigeria or problem in the southeast is as a result of the federal government, okay, negligence towards the people of the southeast. So just listen and hear for yourself.
Finland-based Biafra agitator, right? Simon Ekpa says he is planning his defense against 2 suicide bombers allegedly sent to neutralize him in the European country. Ekpa, who claimed the suicide bombers are sent by the federal government of Nigeria, said he escaped the same situation last year. He insisted that Biafra declaration will be on the 2nd of December 2024. The Biafra agitator submitted that no amount of threat will stop it. However, Ekpa acknowledged his fighters' decision to resort to what they described as a spiritual battle against the federal government of Nigeria. Ekpa's fighters had in 2 separate videos vowed to start a spiritual warfare for Biafra's independence after the attacks on security personnel. Now, there was a video that showed the moment they entered the forest with live chickens, and it trended online last week, Wednesday. He's actually saying, according to him, that there will continue to be a liberation for Biafra. And a few days ago, Tiger, who is known as a notorious member and fighter of Ipob, resurfaced in a video showing the moment he attacked men of the Nigerian army on the order of Simon Ekpa. Paris Darlington, do you think Simon Ekpa is on the right path with most of these proclamations he's making?
Do you know that the federal government is the cause of this aggregation in the southeast?
Can you explain
The
that?
federal government is the problem of the southeast and nothing else. Imagine if the federal government is had done this before, what is your problem? You somehow this federal government has been pampering terrorism in the north. Instead of this about this, what is your problem? You deploy army. You deploy army to go and kill all of them. And you think they will not something up. No, they will not do. The federal government is the problem in the southeast. I'm saying it here now. If they can turn other people for a roundtable discussion, even pamper them, give them what they want. Why can't you call people who are self-determination group? You know what people are wanted in Nigeria. That's why they want to leave. The federal government of Nigeria has marginalized the southeast for a long time. That is why these guys are rising up. And they are not really making effort to look at what get up for. How can you solve a problem like that?
But Barrister Darlington, a lot of critics say that Simon Ekpa is not helping the situation, especially for young boys who are residing in the southeast. A couple of them who are not going to school, who are literally redundant at home, are being brainwashed into joining this movement. And of course, we've been seeing videos recently of the Nigerian army flashing out parts of the enclaves where they think some Ipob insurgents, actually residing. We even saw pictures of shallow graves where they were able to dig out bodies of dead persons who were kidnapped along the road. So the question now, Barrister Darlington, is this. In regards to the situation with Simon Ekpa, do you think that most of the statements he's making and causing confusion, supposedly, is what is distorting the peace in the southeast and maybe making these young boys feel that joining this particular group is the only alternative they have to properly exist? What do you think?
It is the attitude of the federal government. They don't have any regard for the southeast. They only go there to make speeches during the election. They have not recognized the Igbo man since after the war. That is what is stopping this from the nothing else. Look at how one man the can is being treated. All people who have done war things in Nigeria, look at how they were treated. Now look at this, just upon this and see whether it is fair. These are the things that are causing problems in the southeast. If you are treated unfairly in your father's house, will you be happy? Tell me. Go and check. All these other regions, how many of them have contributed more than the Igbos in Nigeria? How many of them, all these other regions? You know what the Southeast have contributed in Nigeria? Yes. Whatever anything has to do with them, the federal government just clean or nonchalant. You have not kept people like the kind of inside prison for this long. This young man has said, leave me, let them have someone to go around there, they refuse. They refuse. But you saw how many people are released in the law. For what?
They've released and they integrated.
if they free him today, everything in the South concerning security will stop. Yet the government don't want to listen. But you saw how they crowned a terrorist in Zapara. They crowned him. They profound him in Zapara. Government officials went their head back. And you are telling me that they should be happy in the Southeast. What for? Tell me what for? What did they not be trying to do or say that their motto was in the North? Mention it. So whatever is going on in the Southeast, the federal government should be held responsible. They are the ones fueling insecurity in the Southeast. Why should they deploy military and everybody there to be killing our young men? Meanwhile, in the North, look at what's going on. And when they arrest them, they integrated into the society. They even pamper them. Even the terrorists are protesting that the food they get them is not up to standard. Meanwhile, a state determination group, you let them. You are not talking to them. You are here like a deployed army. How do you think you are going to solve the problem through that means?
But is it possible, according to Simon Ekpa's allegation, that they sent suicide bombers to him all the way at Finland?
Hi, my people. You see, zoo journalism. You can listen to zoo journalism. How this woman has been talking rubbish. The person answering her, telling her that the zoo terrorist government is responsible for the problem and insecurity in the southeast. And this woman will keep quiet. She will do as if that she doesn't even know what the man is talking about. She isn't even hearing him. He will now talk. She will bring him back to Simon Ekpa. So her own problem is Simon Ekpa. Not that Nigeria is actually causing the problem in the southeast. You see what these people do? They don't want to respond to issues that concern the federal government. Issues that concern the federal government, they shy away from because they know that the government does not even give them free speech for them to express themselves. So many of these people are talking out of fear. They cannot even talk what they want to say. Some of them know the truth, but they can't voice it out because the government in that zoo, they are pretending to be one zoo, that they love themselves. They know they don't. They know that what is going on is autocracy, is a government that dictates what they want. They don't care about the citizens at all. So this man keeps telling her that the problem is that they have not looked into what is going on in the southeast to solve it by engaging these people that are agitating. They have not released Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. That what has he done that they will keep him? Even when he said that if they release him, everything will stop, they still refuse to release him. Then in the north, that they are crowning somebody, putting turban on somebody's a terrorist head, that even government officials went to that ceremony. This woman did not want to comment on these things, so she still took him back to Simon Ekpa. The allegation that he is saying that the government will just listen and hear this woman what she's just vomiting here.
Bombers. Is that a reality that the federal government can actually take upon themselves? This time where most of the resources in terms of having to awaken the Nigerian economy is what is needed. Will the federal government go to that length for one individual?
Is it because there is real blackout in the Southeast? They are not wanting, just that they don't want the press to report what's going on there. They don't want the press to report it. over the graveyard of Igbo people, or is presiding over the living people of Imo State. Go and see what is going on there. So they have done one thing, so they have done one thing. It's just that in time to come, the United Nations will blow what has been going on in the past, especially in Imo State. They will drop it. Whether they like it or not, the ICC are taking notes. At the end of the day, they will tell us what Nnamdi Kanu or any other person we have done against the federal government. They will tell us. People who are killed, not start an entire village in the north. Here is an entire village. Even for occupied people's homeland. They are living up to the federal government is aware of these people. They are aware that some people, we don't know where they came from. They are occupying villages in Benue and the plateau. The federal government did not see anything wrong with that. They did not. They did not. But when somebody comes with the practice, they will rise up. You don't have to run a government.
Barrister Darlington, finally, before I let you go, right? The Catholic Bishop of Sokoto Diocese, Matthew Kuka, he has described Nigeria's past and present leaders' response would be female-based Biafra agitator, right? Sent on the
So my people, you heard this woman and you heard the responses from this Biafran barrister, and you can see what PM wrote. Finally, Biafrans are getting bold and responding sensibly. You know, it's actually on point, this his post, because for a long time it looked as if that people are afraid to say the truth about Biafra and the agitation that is happening, the one-sidedness in Nigerian government, or with the Nigerian government, the way they pamper the terrorists, but they deploy military to go and kill the innocent Biafrans in the name of IPOB. They know all these things, but they are afraid to speak. They have been afraid to speak. But thank God that today these guys are speaking out. Okay, like this man that spoke, he spoke very boldly. But you see, they may not be able to speak like this in front of a camera. You understand? Because the system there is not palatable for people to air their voices. That is autocratic government. That is what they are practicing. Autocratic governance. The government is dictators. Actually, the Fulani are the ones that are piloting the affairs of even what the president is doing. That is obvious. You understand? So my people, these are the things that I say let me bring to you. We can use our tongue to count our teeth. If you are still a one Nigerianist, if you are still someone that is pretending to be a one Nigeria, that there is nothing like one Nigeria. There is no word like that. Nigeria never was one and will never be one. There hasn't been a time Nigeria was one. So Nigeria hasn't been one and is not one and can never be one. And we are separating from that contraction. That is the truth about it. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has been subjugated, has been downgraded, dehumanized, a lot of things they did to this man. Still, they still kept him there. In as much as we know that these are from even our people, the criminal in DOS, the politicians in Southeast, the Yahoo governors like Hope Ozodimba, Ifeanyi Uba. So these are the people that are holding Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. However, our PM is a man that is determined, and he actually took the word from our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that says consistency personified, and Mazi Ekpa is doing it. And I believe that our leader Onyendu, that God will keep him strong. No matter whatever they are doing, it will not affect him. he will do and come out peacefully, healthy, and he will live and see Biafra and make a difference even in our new or our restored Biafra coming very soon. And I believe that things will be perfected even better than we have thought. So it will be a mind-blowing. Other than that, this is where I will be drawing the curtain. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do well to click that subscribing button and like the video, share it, click the bell icon so that anytime I upload another video, you'll be notified. Peace out.